I'm a hobbit.
Oh, okay.
This is the perfect day to be short.
Yeah.
My feet may be small. I tried to be true everywhere else, and my hair is naturally curly, so I feel like I fit in a little bit.
Well, it's very nice.
Thank you. I made it last night.
Oh, really?
Yes. I found out about this event, and there was no way that I would come not being in costume.
So you made everything yourself, or?
Yep. Made it from scratch.
Wow, that is amazing. In one night?
In one night, yeah. It took about 5 hours to do everything. But I studied costume design, and I worked in theater for 3 years, so that's how that takes it.
Oh, that is amazing.
Just like Rosie Butler.
Yeah, or like something like Belladonna. I was thinking Belladonna.
Belladonna.
Yeah.
Well, she's black hair, but...
Oh, yeah, true.
Thank you, guys. So, Mr. Horadrim, I'm sorry I'm going to keep calling you that. How do you come up with the whole Horadrim costume?
Well, I'm not really a fan of wigs, and I have really short hair. So I was like, okay, who has short hair in a Middle-earth? And I was like, no one, really. And so I looked through all the obscure characters. I went to the Lego Lord of the Rings roster. They always have all the obscure ones in there. I'm like, I'm not fat enough to be Tom Bombadil. Those guys that ride the elephants, what are they called again? Oh, right, Horadrim. And so I was like, yeah, I got black stuff and this leather thing and a little bit of red. I can take some scarves and make a turban. I got these bone things a while ago. Lots of belts, and here we go.
That is so fantastic.
And I spent like $10, maybe.
$10 to make?
Most of this stuff I already had.
Wow.
That is so fantastic.
And I made another one for my buddy who's around here somewhere, but it's basically identical.
Yeah,
Talking about using your resources.
That was really impressive
That's
that we
great.
have multiple Horadrim. That is really, really cool.
Yeah, we came here by elephant, so
Is he parked over there?
Yes.
Or in the no parking zone where people are being Well, thank you so much.
Hail Sauron.
So, who is your favorite character from all of Middle-earth, or just Tolkien's works, just in general? Pippin. My husband, nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay. Books or movies? Great debate.
I'm gonna say movies. They're easier to understand, but the books are amazing.
Well, what is your favorite scene from, well, really any?
We're gonna put pressure on you now. Favorite scene?
At least I'm not guilty because I'm not the one doing it this time.
Probably the second breakfast scene.
Well, who is your favorite character from The Lord of the Rings or any Tolkien, like The Hobbit, anything? Gandalf? Very nice. Now, what do you think is your favorite part of the movies or the books? So you really, really like Gandalf? Very cool, very cool. Now, who's your favorite lady of all of Tolkien?
What?
Lady, like Galadriel, Éowyn, Arwen? Arwen, very pretty. Oh, it was really awesome meeting you. You are very lovely. Who's your favorite character from all of Tolkien's work?
Oh my gosh, from all of Tolkien's work, probably Sam.
Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam's always been my favorite, I think.
Good choice,
I mean, everyone, like, Frodo's really great, you know, he doesn't succumb to the ring, I mean, till the very end. But Sam's the only one that gives it up. So, I don't know, I have to go with Sam. He beats Shelob, he's able to take the ring, use it, and then give it back to Frodo, who's supposed to have it. And then he's the one who finally brings Frodo back from the movie.
So, I must ask, the most controversial question for all ringers, the books or the movies?
You know, I do love the books. I love just the way that they let you feel how everything is. You know, my favorite part is when Frodo and Sam are going through Mordor, and you can feel how desolate everything is, and that they can't tell. But I will say that I do feel more when I watch the movies. The movies are probably just a little better to me.
Okay.
That's because I think I saw the movies first, so I think I'm a little more partial to the movies.
Okay.
But just that smidgen.
Okay, well, it was really nice talking with you.
Thank you.
Hi, okay, I'm Emmy, nice to meet you. Hi, Emmy. So how are you enjoying your day today here at Baggins Birthday Bash?
It's fantastic. I actually traveled down to Southern California and Northern California just in the Sacramento area.
Awesome. Great area. Alright. Through all of Tolkien, who is your favorite character?
Another one was Gandalf. And then my second favorite line is Frodo or Sam.
Why this character?
Gandalf is the best grandfather no one ever had. And he just comes into your life and wraps you up in wisdom and
dragon.
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Prepares you for the difficult journeys of life, you know. Frodo is obviously to me the most relatable character. He's such a wonderful mixture of nobility and sweetness and fragility and corruptibility. And Sam is the ultimate hero. He's just a steadfast. I feel very admirable.
Amazing.
So you have to start here because these are all the hobbits.
Oh, okay.
This is Frodo in the first line, Sam's in the second line. Then Merry and Pippin, and then other various hobbits.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That is awesome. Katie Jackson.
Oh, I gave that one to Katie.
Yeah, I know, I saw it. That was awesome. She seemed to like it.
And then I've got a lot of the hobbits.
Oh, you have one for Cliff. Wonderful. Did you make these all yourself?
Yeah, all by hand.
Wow. How long did they take you?
It takes about an hour these days to make 100 buttons, but that doesn't count time on the computer, printing them out, and cutting them out.
Okay.
Cut everything out by hand.
Wow.
Oh no, it takes several days just to get them on the case.
Wow. Well, you did a wonderful job with these. Wonderful. Yeah, that was awesome.
The best thing in the world.
Heck yeah, man. That was great. So, just a question, but who is your favorite character? I see that you have many characters, but who is your favorite?
Samwise.
Samwise, nice.
Because everyone needs a friend like Sam.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sam is the everyman. Sam is the everyman. He's the one that doesn't get it, but will do it anyway for the sake of friendship.
Awesome. Now I must ask, books or movies?
Books, but movies don't hurt. Movies don't hurt. Doesn't hurt to visualize something. Of course, the movies are, in many ways, they visualize things better. In some ways, kind of the same. And some ways, not so well.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes in Fellowship is the scene with Gimli and Galadriel. And that's just not there. It's not there at all. It's not needful to the story of Frodo and the Ring, but for character background, it's amazing.
So how long have you been a fan for?
I remember reading the book in middle school, high school, and that was pretty much it. I don't really read stuff, but I rediscovered Tolkien, and I wanted to do something from Lord of the Rings, but because I didn't feel like I pulled off the characters. I just Gimli and everything.
Well, who's your favorite character from any Tolkien work?
I mean, I do have to say I'm a big fan of, like, Mary, especially Flynn. She's so adorable.
Yeah, same here.
So I do really love him. I can definitely
so I have to ask, books or movies?
I like them both for different reasons. The movies left a lot of stuff out, but I still enjoyed them for what they were. I do have issues with the pacing and heavy CG in The Hobbit series versus Lord of the Rings series. Together on better, both plot-wise and special effects-wise.
All right, so Mr. Gandalf, we have some questions for you. Well, clearly besides Gandalf, what is your favorite Lord of the Rings or Tolkien character in general?
Well, obviously being Gandalf, I do like myself, but I'm rather partial to Bilbo.
Aw, thank you.
Well, you just made Bilbo's day. Well, she's already having a great day, but yeah. What is, I'm blanking.
Don't worry.
Sorry. Do you prefer the books to the movies?
I think of them as separate delicacies. Each one has its own wonderful points, and also some problems, I would say.
Fair. That is a fair point.
Anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah, do you have a favorite scene from The Lord of the Rings? Or?
Well, it's sort of a difficult question to ask. I would say that, I mean, it's not a favorite scene, but it's a decisive, important scene when they face the Balrog and the Fellowship is able to escape. That made me very pleased. I did call them fools, but they did fly, so it worked.
Well,
So,
ways to get things done.
wait, I have a question. When you said fly, you fools, did you mean run or actually fly on the eagles?
I did mean to actually run, because you see, if the eagles themselves had actually gone out, they would have been sighted by the Nazgul long before they got to Mount Doom, and then they would have been in danger, and I would never want to endanger Gwaihir and his people.
You know what the eagles say to Sauron? Well, they become the eagles and they say, there ain't no way to hide your lying eye.
It's true.
Yay! Oh, that was amazing. So great.
I tried to gain weight.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Hey there. Hi. It's great to be here. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
Of course, I've interviewed so many people over the years. It's about time someone turns the camera and interviews.
Whenever I have to fast.
Yes.
Maybe not.
We are
Maybe it's
interviewing
too much.
the great Smith.
No, the great Quick Beam.
Quick beam.
The great Quick Beam. Because back in the old days with the OneRing.net, we used to use nicknames online. That's when everybody used a pseudonym, a fake name, and my pseudonym was always Treebeard's young friend, who was much too hasty. And that was my signature on every article that I wrote for the OneRing.net was much too hasty, comma, quick feel. That was my nom de plume for the OneRing.
I actually want to ask you something. With the OneRing, what inspired you to make the website in the first place? Were you always a huge fan, saying that you're like a scholar? What piqued your interest? When did you become a fan? How did this all happen?
How did this all happen? Well, books have been written about this. Actually, we've written 2 books. The OneRing.net was not really started by me. It was started by a bunch of people who loved Tolkien's works. And then they got wind that somebody down in New Zealand was putting a production together, and we didn't know what kind of mischief. So a certain zombie Kiwi filmmaker who did splatter movies, all of a sudden, and Meet the Feebles, yes, which is its own interesting beast. That's an interesting movie.
Yeah, that was weird.
You better believe it. Unbelievable song and dance numbers in that. So Peter Jackson took the world by surprise. The OneRing.net was formed by 1, 2, 3, 4 people: Erica, William, Mike, and Chris. They put it together. And then they put out the call saying, we need people to contribute. And I was one of the first people, within a month, I was one of the first people to answer the call and start writing material for the website. Because I've been a fan since I was 10, 11 years old, since I read The Hobbit, and I brought as much energy and knowledge as I could to it. At the time, I was also working for McKellen.com. Because I was working on the side with Sir Ian on his website, and so I had access to news and information from a completely inside source. Yes, I was the canary in the coal mine for a while, getting stuff secreted into me from Ian and keeping my mouth shut and not saying anything about it while I was trying to write articles about Tolkien's works. And then every now and then when something was able to get leaked, I would help McKellen's website officially leak what the fans wanted to know during the course of the earliest years of production of the rings. It was a thing, we had no idea how good it was going to be. We had no idea what a cultural phenomenon Peter's work was going to become. A new benchmark of high fantasy filmmaking, you should say. We had no idea. We were just nervous fans worried about what kind of a mess he was going to make of things. So that's how the OneRing.net started. A lot of other people around me started volunteering. And everybody who does stuff with the OneRing.net, just like I've been doing it for over 15 years now. Talk about dating myself. Look at the time. It's 15 years later.
See, how much time is left on that show?
No, I didn't mean that. I'm just saying, here we are 15 or 16 years later, and that answers your question. I read The Hobbit when I was a wee lad, and I'm with a website that just is a community of fans.
Oh, yeah. It's like family.
Yeah. Look around you. This is the biggest event we've ever had. Gandalf, what about very old friends? Yes. Welcome. This is the last 30 seconds we have of filming. Come in and say, we're going to give a shout out.
Hello.
It's our brand new wonderful web series. You guys tune in. Where do we watch it?
It's actually Tolkien Jr. Company of the Nerdship.
Excellent. Company of the Nerdship.
I approve of the Company of the Nerdship.
Heartily approved by Gandalf.
How many people are actually in the frame?
All of you, yeah.
Good, great, excellent.
You shall not pass unless you stop at the Company of the Nerdship.
Bam. That's why we're Tolkien fans. Does that help?
Yeah.
So if you want to be part of the OneRing.net, just volunteer and join us in on the message boards and join with fans whenever we do events, and we'll see you at San Diego Comic-Con every year, no matter what.
Button lady, come on, quickly get in the shot!
You must not join with Sauron.
Too late.
Button lady! Button lady!
Button lady's here, yay!
Button lady!
Button lady.
Gandalf section. Gandalf section.
Your costume is the first one I ever wore.
That the reason why the orcs gave Bifford the little head injury, or whoever gave Bifford the head injury, gave him the head injury because he was the smartest being in all of Middle-earth. I mean, smarter than Einstein.
I'd like to think that what Bifford was actually a really personable, witty kind of, normal kind of person who lived with his family in the mines. The orcs attacked and they slaughtered his entire family, and they left him with that industry, that injury, and he is sadly kind of forgotten before life, and now his mission is to discover himself again. which he does through the films, he kind of starts to find a meaning of life and a direction in his life, whereas when he starts out the journey, he doesn't quite know where he is. So good question. Orcs, and I'm looking for the orc that did it, and I'm going to give it back.
Are you going to give him a head injury as well, or
I'm working
do
on
something
that's exactly. I'm glad you asked that, because yes.
You're doing a very good job hiding that.
Oh, I know. I can't even see a head injury
It got
right
better.
now.
It got better.
No, it looks like it.
Like Band-Aids and stuff?
It left me with a dent in my head at the end of the day when I took my makeup off. And it did hurt, because people said, did it hurt? Yes, it hurt.
Yeah.
But you don't know this till the end of the day when you get a bit tired. Because when you're an actor, you kind of just get on with the job. And then after the end of the day, you go, God, that is killing me. Get it off. And I would take it off, and I'd go dent again.
I remember you saying that last week at the screening.
It's true.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking, I heard that the actors played a lot of pranks on set.
We played pranks.
Were you involved in any of them?
I was a good boy on the set, but I have to say, Aidan Turner at one stage, we did a scene where we were going to go out and fight, and we're all getting our regal armour on, and we're in the armoury at Erebor, and we had to get together our bits of stuff to go and take out and fight. It was a big hero moment. And I went in there to get the, because when you're an actor you set your props and you think, oh, I'll put this here, this will look good, I'll put that there, carry that up, I'll get this knife. Anyway, go there, none of it's there. And Aidan Turner had hidden it all. And it's really embarrassing because the cameras are going and there's 50 people are waiting around and you've got to just grab things and pretend, you know, I'm taking this feather with me, you know. Because my knife and my helmet and things had all been hidden. So there you go.
How do you like the event?
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic to see so many lovely people. And it's got a good theme about it because it's Bilbo Baggins' birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bilbo. Happy birthday to you.
Let's not forget Frodo. Can we not forget Frodo?
Disappear.
Yeah, and then Frodo too.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, I was kind of an important part of the party.